Hello and welcome to another episode of TechCondo. Really appreciate you for taking the time and the time to be here live and direct. It's Saturday, 7 p.m. Central European time, and that means it's time for TechCondo live. Wait a sec. Just give me a few seconds. Just forgot something really important. Hair lights. There you go. Way better. Welcome, guys. Really appreciate you for being here live. I hope that everybody is doing great, having a fantastic week. I actually went back to work this week after the vacation that we talked about last week, and it was really cool to be back at work and doing some really cool stuff. Actually, really cool stuff. Anyway, I do see a lot of people that are joining us. First and foremost, of course, MT, who was there from the get-go, as always, one of the first to come, and actually even the first. But soon Clint came in and then he said, "Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are in the world." Appreciate you for taking the time. Shane and Hannah Holland, hey, hey, back to you right there. Ville's in the house. Welcome from rainy Finland. Yep, it is not rainy here. It's actually quite warm for the time of year, so that is something that was not expected. I thought it would be a good, nice, gradual temperature change to the autumn, but we will get a back to the summer next week with temperatures in the 28 to 29 degrees Celsius. I see DG Ware is also in the house. Greetings, Petra, the one and all. Yep, really appreciate you for being here. And that also counts for Nils. And of course also for Eric, who's also in the house. Really cool for you to be here, all of you. Let me see what we have here. Indeed, 7 p.m. Central European time. That is, on top of my head, 1 p.m. if you live on the eastern coast of the U.S. and 11 a.m. if you live in the west coast of the U.S. And it is Sunday morning, very early in the morning if you live in Australia, like we had somebody jumping on last week. Let me see. Neil says the benefits of a small studio, you can reach up to the lights. Oh yeah, absolutely. Not only that, it's we'll talk about the studio in just a bit, but I have a really small studio. It looks like a very big studio, but I can tell you it's quite small, and still happy with it. Don't get me wrong, but it is one of the reasons why I have to change the desk a little bit is because of having less space and still want to be as flexible as possible. But we're going to talk about that in just a bit. Less hair equals less light. Oh my gosh. LCA Studios, I'm watching from the Caribbean, Sint Maarten. Out of curiosity, are you in the Dutch version, the Dutch part of Sint Maarten, or are you in Saint Martin, the French part? That would be interesting to know. And indeed, welcome from the Caribbean. Really appreciate you for being here. I'm of course based in the Netherlands, as you might have noticed already, and I will also be at IBC in Amsterdam at the vMix booth. So if you want to jump by and say hi, of course for vMix, but also maybe a quick hi from TechCondo side of things, please come and visit me. I will be there for the full IBC, starting on Friday morning until Monday afternoon. So, of course, I do have some time to roam around myself. So if you don't catch me at the vMix booth, know that I will be there within the next 1.5 hours or so. So don't just wait a little bit longer. It's going to be okay. Well, not just roam a little bit and come back. I will definitely roam. There's a lot to see right there at IBC 2023. Yes. So let's talk about the Q&A booth that we will be talking about. So last week we announced, of course, that TechCondo will not change dramatically, but it will have some changes coming your way. Mostly aimed towards growing the channel a little bit, but also making sure that I'm, being as flexible as possible with the time constraints that I have related also with my data job at ASML. So, like I said, I'm not going to repeat everything, but basically it boiled down to content-wise roughly the same, but the live shows will have a more like a Q&A feel to it, starting in about 2-3 weeks from now, and and then also at the end of this September, so maybe only one time this month, but starting September, the idea is to have 2 videos per month that will be pre-recorded. And with pre-recorded, I mean 15 minutes ish of video, so that you can have something really nicely to digest, etc. But in order to make that happen, of course, I needed to prepare some stuff, and that is where the Q&A desk comes into play. I have always called it the demo desk, which was really, made a lot of sense. But Q&A desk, Q&A demo desk, doesn't matter. It is something that I actually built today and last week also a little bit. It is not yet fully done in the sense that cable management is a bit of a problem, but I have it now in a way that at least I can show you what it looks like, what I can do with it. We can have a discussion with that, and that kind of stuff. So before I go to that desk, I thought it would be cool to just grab my phone and quickly show you a little bit around. And then let's go into the desk itself by standing there and looking at what the possibilities are. And to start, I will go to the NDI camera right here, and I will have to add it to the mix, to vMix, NDI. This is it. And then don't make it too. Let's go right there. Perfect. And then I'll just remove the audio from this one, because I think that I can actually just talk about it like so. So basically, this is what I'm looking at from this area. As you can see, this is my studio, and basically you're hearing me via this microphone, and it's going via the Go XLR right here. A couple of weeks ago, it looked like the Go XLR would be going, but it seems to not be the case, which is fantastic. Next to that, for some reason, it's not working, but it did work during the pre-show, so I'll have to configure something, or reconfigure something. But this is to verify the audio output, which I can also see right here. So I know that you can hear me, and this is the Stream Deck that I have right here. As you can see, I can actually change the lights, but I also have some short, some small possibilities right here as well. So basically, I'm looking at myself right there, and this is, of course, then the camera that's looking at me. It's a A6400 with a very nice Sigma lens right there, and it is also all connected via right there a Burdock NDI converter, because my studio is fully NDI based. So this is that. And by the way, for the people that want to know, that's my other hobby right there. It's a Lego hobby, so that is just for your information. Then next to that, of course, we have the demo desk, and that's right there. So this is what it looks like right here. And in just a bit, I will hook up this Rodecaster Pro, which is the old version. That is actually the audio that you will hear in just a bit, and that will be the SM7B that I have there. You'll see a nanotube light right there. That is actually I have to switch it on. It's still on battery. Of course, I will have to purchase a USB cable, but basically it's for a additional light on the left hand side, right on top of that monitor right there. And it is all powered by the ATEM Mini Extreme ISO. And next to that you see the HyperDeck Shuttle, and below that you see the CloudPod, and then you see a laptop, a speed editor, and of course we have a A6100 camera right there, and a PTZ camera right there. I'm not really using that as a PTZ camera, but this is the one that I actually had at the moment, and the same one is actually right there as well. Don't look at the mess, but there you go. I also have one right here, and then you have a bit of a feeling on how this is all organized here. Again, it's quite small, but at least you have a bit of a feeling on what to expect. Now, of course, you did see I did name drop a lot of gear that I'm using at that particular studio, or that demo desk or Q&A desk. But don't worry about it. I will be making, of course, these videos that I just mentioned about these components once I start using it. So don't worry about it. We will be talking about it more in depth. Like you know from me, it's all about the in-depth part, but it will take some time before I really could start this thing. Of course, I'm waiting a little bit, honestly, because to have a lower temperature before I can really start doing that. Demo desk for the win, says Eric. Cool. LCA says great, and he is in the Dutch side. Really appreciate it for saying that. Nils, I've always wondered if the brick is real. Now we know it's not real. It's not real. It's totally fake. And then we'll see NDI consumes CPU power on PC and is good local network is needed. Can't run that many NDI cameras at the same time. Actually, I am running at the moment. Well, I can run 4 cameras at the same time because it's not full NDI. It's full NDI HX. Apart from the the bird dogs, those are really full NDI. Now I have to say that I'm a bit changing it a little bit because of course the ATEM Mini right there is actually connected also via NDI. The output of it and everything there is of course locally HDMI, and yeah, that reminds me to start with that. So what can you expect? What during a Q&A session? What can you ask for? What should be really easy for me to quickly answer your question or investigate your question if I don't know the answer by myself? That is a few topics. First and foremost, vMix. That will remain in this part of the studio. This is where I have my vMix production. I can show you whatever you like. Something was, oh, that was my phone. That was a bit of a oh, not that it's broken. Nope. Sorry about that. No, phone was okay. So vMix will be here in this part of the studio. Will remain in this part of the studio. This will also be the first first picture that you will see all the time, and that will not change. What you also will see here might be is Camtasia, for example, because I'm also starting to use that more often again. And if I have to purchase a new software or try out new software, I will use my lab system, which is right there. That is basically, I don't care if the Windows crashes on me. It's just a lab system, and I'm using it as a desktop PC. Then on the demo desk that I just showed you just a few seconds ago, and we will go there in just a bit. That's really the area where we can geek out about the ATEM family. Like I said, the ATEM Extreme ISO is right there, so it is HDMI based, but with the ATEM Extreme, basically I have all of the functionality that also the top-notch product that has, with exception of maybe MADI, for example. But 90% of the functionality is there, and I think that is sufficient as a starting point. It's overkill for that, to be honest. I can easily do everything with the ATEM Mini Pro, but I also want to use the ISO functionality for, of course, pre-recording content, and that's exactly why I have it right there. So ATEM software, of course, DaVinci Resolve, which will be my editing suite of choice. We will be definitely going to talk about more about that one, because that will be also a bit new for me. So I will also explain to you what I've learned, and maybe something that you didn't figure out yet. So let's go do that together. And also, of course, maybe also vMix, if it's not possible on this show. Maybe I want to start something from scratch, but for example, I also have a laptop, and as a matter of fact, that laptop is sitting right there, which is my Windows laptop, which I can use for vMix, and then I have the MacBook Pro, which I can use for other tools, like for example the Pro Presenter and that kind of stuff. Now, this is not fully ready yet. I still have to do some work, but I started, and it's getting to a place that I can already show you a little bit what it can do and what it can't do, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. And of course, more detailed videos on all of the components. Hey Stanley, what's going on? How are you? All right, so let's talk about that. I just showed you around a little bit, so I would say let's get up, go there, and show that around. Now I do need to do a quick mute of microphones. Of course, I can build a. Eventually, I will most likely build like a automation on it, but that is not yet there. So I will flip to that screen right there, and then we'll talk to you about what is happening right there. And if everything is fine, you will be able to hear me, but you cannot see me yet. So here you go. This is what it looks like, and as a matter of fact, I can see right there. That's strange. There, you can see that it's working. Oh, but the light. I promised about the light. So here you go. So let me add that one quickly here. All right, that looks way better. All right, so this is going to be the talking head shot for the demo desk. As you can see, the brick wall is right there. You also see some backpacks that I'm using for live views, but also for smaller setups. Actually, this is really the desk that you just saw me. So it's really close to each other. At the moment, I don't have the possibility to see your comments, so I will be going back to get the comments. But so give me a few seconds to walk through what you see, and then let's move on from there. Of course, you are running on the I am running on the ATEM, and this is proof of that. So you can actually see me, what I can see here on the left-hand side. So it's all connected to each other, and you see that I have camera 1, which is my talking head. Camera 2 is a top-down situation, and we'll definitely show that in just a bit. Then camera 3, at the moment, it has nothing, but it will come once I've connected the MacBook Pro, because it's going to be a second screen. I do see that I have some issues with the PTZ camera, which I have to figure out why that is happening, but that is something for later. Then I have also the CloudPod output here, and I have, well, just for the sake of it, I have pre-recorded a piece of footage from a wait a sec. What is it called? Multiview, of course. The multiview from a multiview earlier today when I was still preparing everything. I hope that this is sounding good. It should be quite good. It's an SM7B microphone. I actually use it quite a lot when I was still a DJ. I like the style. It's quite, it has not too much dynamic changes, and it's running via the Rodecaster Pro right here, and that is then connected via the jack output to the jack input from the ATEM Mini Extreme, and that's where you are, if everything is fine, hearing me. I am checking that. Yep, you should be hearing me at the moment. So yeah, let's go back to the program. So now you can see this. So this is basically what it looks like, and this is the top-down camera right here, and this is then a laptop that I can use, for example, for questions that are related to the vMix or any other Windows product that you want to discuss. So I will be removing this one because that is something that we will be doing later. And this is also, this is something that is happening. I don't know why. We'll figure that out at a later stage. And then we have here my MacBook Pro, which is a MacBook M1 Max. So it's quite a big one. And here you'll see the Mac Mini, or sorry, the ATEM Mini Extreme. Here you see the HyperX Shuttle right there. And below is the CloudPod, and of course this can be connected to the CloudPod, and then it will do a sync. This is the speed editor used for DaVinci Resolve, and when I open this up, it will automatically be opened. I will remove this one quickly, and I can now also switch on the second monitor. And that is really great because once that second monitor is there, and I will open up DaVinci Resolve like so, you will be able to see that screen, which is really, really cool because, of course, it will be connected on camera 4, as you can see right here. So let's give it a few seconds to load, and then we can show you what it looks like on the screen. If we, for example, do a quick demo. It's still loading, but there you go. Let's go here and let's show you that screen. So this is the screen right here. I'm going to go to the media. I'll just add a media pool, just a few, just for the sake of it. This one, that's okay with me for now. That one, that one. So this is all from the leader. And I can, talk about how we can cut things. So I can then use my speed editor, which of course I have here. So I can now go like so. I can show this. And of course I need to create these nice super sources still. But basically I can show you whatever I do. I can hit of course I can add these first like so, and then I can just go through this. I can do a trim in like so, or a trim out. I don't like to do this. I want to remove this a little bit like so. I can do that fully very quickly with the speed editor, and that is really handy. Of course, I can also play a video right here. It is not yet networked to each other, but that will definitely be the case in just a bit. But if I would play this video clip, I can just go to that video clip. Oh, wrong one. This one right here, and here you can see me that I'm doing something. I don't know what. This is the CloudPod output, so that I can also show that if that is needed. And this is basically what you can expect from the the Q&A desk. So here you can see the ATEM, you can see the DaVinci Resolve, and you can see other stuff. So I'm going to go back because I think that you might have some questions, and we can always go back. All right, so we're back to this normal desk. Let me see what we have here in this. I'm really interested to see your feedback, if it was something that you liked, if it was good enough, etc. Let me see, Mr. Yanni, I bought the ATEM Mini Pro ISO. Nice. That's a very good one that you have right there. You should be very happy with that, for sure. I'm just checking if I can find. All right. That's a really nice ATEM. Very nice. Eric says, I'm liking the talking head shot of the TechCondo demo desk. Sweet. That was the intent. That's nice. Backpacks, not parachutes. No, not the parachutes. Even though sometimes if I'm falling into... yeah, well, you might already have noticed that if I go a certain route, I'm going all in. And that is definitely maybe something that sometimes it's good to have a backpack. Parachute is when everything goes badly. Oh, or too much. That can also be the case. Always be prepared. Absolutely. Empty says SM7B. Do you use the cloud filter or something else in between? No. That's the beauty of the Rodecaster Pro, is that it actually has a quite nice amp in there, which actually should sound great. I'm not sure if that was the case. Let me know if that is not the case. But I actually got the feeling when I was listening earlier today that it was actually quite well. So I do see that it's quite loud, so maybe I'm always a little bit on the loud end of the things. But it should be okay. Eric says, just don't confuse the LiveView backpack with the parachute. You may be surprised after you jump. Well, at least it's live broadcasted then. That's why I bought the Mini Pro ISO, because of multi-view. Yeah. So yeah, and definitely, again, a very good... ATEM. Actually, I don't own the Mini Pro ISO. I do own the Mini Pro, and I would very much if I would have the Mini Pro ISO, I would have used that one there, because I do need the ISO functionality on the demo desk. So that's the reason why it's there. And on top of that, it does have also the super source functionality, which I'm also, well, maybe expecting some questions in the future about that. And you have more cool options to choose from if needed. Yep. And the ATEM Mini. Yep. Well, that's the original ATEM Mini right there. It's not doing anything at the moment. It's in my, I call this the museum. It's really something that that's a place where I put gear that I have very high, well, good thoughts about, and of course I've moved on to bigger ATEMs in the meantime. Me too, and additional Mini Pro ISO, and Extreme Pro ISO, and a Constellation 2 and Mi AZ. Oh, all right. Well, I think that we all have the same issue with the ATEMs. I have the ATEM Mini right there. I've got the ATEM Mini Pro, so without the ISO. I got the ATEM Mini Pro ISO Extreme, or sorry, ATEM Mini Extreme ISO right there. I've got the ATEM SDI Extreme ISO, and I've got the Constellation 2ME as well. Whew, wow. Oh, 2ME HD, I have to tell these days. Now, at the normal desk, the audio is a bit lower than in the demo desk. Ah, gotcha. What do you prefer? Do I need to make that one less loud? Let me know. we can also test that, because that's something that I did. Yeah, well, because I cannot hear the difference between the two. I can of course pre-record it, yes, but I didn't do that. I'm lazy. Indeed, the sound was great. Perfect, but maybe a little bit lower. So I'll do that immediately. So that's down. It should be lower for the next time that I'm standing there. Mr. Yannis says, can you connect the ATEM Mini to Extreme and have more cameras? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, and you can use tools like BitFocus Companion and other tools to just combine the two so that it acts as one ATEM. That's also possible. Neil says, I'm looking forward to some Resolve Fusion content. Definitely one of my more weak skills. I used to be reasonably good at Premiere, but I have to check it here. Definitely Premiere, but I haven't used Resolve or any other NLE much in recent years. Well, Niels, we are gonna do this together. I'm also definitely not saying that I'm a pro user at the moment yet. But that's the beauty of it. We're gonna try it out, and like I said, I'm gonna go all in. So that also means that I will be using Fusion. I will be using all of the nitty and gritty that I have. I do own the studio version, so it's the full version of Resolve. That doesn't mean that you need to do that as a YouTuber or somebody who doesn't have to be cinematic. But I wanted to have the full Monty so that I could really go in depth. Again, the idea is to build these 2 videos per month. It will take some time for me to get it into my system, so that and I know that from myself. So that's also the reason why I'm starting with 2 and not 4, for example. It's just that I want to make sure that everything is looking well enough, so that before I continue. And like everything, if you start with something new, it will not be perfect from day one. That's that's the way it goes. We'll figure that out together. MT says that's what we do is connect some Teams or PowerPoints to the Mini and feed it into Extreme. Yeah, exactly. There are so much possibilities that you have. So I would definitely go that route. So the demo desk, it's there. I do want to use this live show also a little bit for testing purposes. So if you like this sound, and I will go to the other one. Please let me know if you want it to be higher or lower. For some reason, let me try to figure that out first. Why doesn't it show? For some reason, it doesn't show let me remove it and add it again. So it should now be working again, but it doesn't. Interesting. Okay. Well, for some reason, the Clarity M is not picking up this audio, which is quite awkward because clearly you can hear me. Anyway, we're gonna go back to that demo desk. Let's do some testing together and see if the audio is good enough or is on par with this. Of course, it's a different brand microphone, so it will have a bit of a different sound. But let's see how we can do this. Again, my idea is to always start with the logo so that I will have some time to mute this microphone and unmute the other one and then step out and go there. So that is what we're going to do right here. So I'm going to fade to this and then I'm going to mute this one and go to the other one. All right, I'm back. And here you go. So here you will be able to, again, hear me if all is well. Let me see here if I have some audio. I do see the audio coming in right here. And I also see it coming into the show. So it seems to be okay. And so let me know in the comments right there if the audio is good, if it's too loud, if it's doable or not. Let me know. And in the meantime, yeah, so this again is all of this is available to me to show you around, and we can definitely also utilize the Stream Deck and also show this screen that I have right there for you. Now I actually added this, so now it went to the other screen. So it doesn't work the way that I envisioned it, but here you go. This is again the video that I have right here. I can also just say I want to say I want to split this right here, and I want to do a ripple delete. Let me see where that's. There you go. So now it's a little bit more, shorter, and so that, and I can also go into, of course, the color grading part, and also play around a little bit with that. So let me go to the histograms. I don't want to see the curves. I want to. Let's go here. So we can do all kinds of different things here. And let's just lower the lift. Where's my, I want to have my scopes. I'm missing my scopes. So let's go into the scope, video scopes on. Boom. There you go. And then I have my video scopes right here. And I should be able now to make it smaller. Oh, that's something else. All right, so let's see if I can change the setup right here. So let's see the lift like so, and then let's do a little bit more gamma. A little bit left. The gain can go down, maybe a little bit of offset to lower it. Perfect. And maybe a little bit too much blue, so let's change that to a little bit more like so. Perfect. That's I'm just doing something. Of course, the idea is to also have a picture-in-picture ready, but I think that I don't have. Well, I do have that, but it might not work from the get-go. Oh, it does work. Oh, it's a little bit small. So we need to fix it a little bit, but I'll do that at the later stage. That's going to be okay. Oh, of course, I don't want to make a mess of it. So that is what we're definitely going to figure out. I also want to... there's a lot to talk about. At least let me know how this is sounding. I will go back to this to the normal desk or the other talking head desk, and let's see how things are going. Oh, there you go. And we're back. Louder and clear could be a few dB lower. Okay, let me fix that quickly. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it one more time, just to for the sake of it. It should be okay now. Okay, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Let's see how this is looking. This should be a little bit better. Checking 1 2 3, checking 1 2 3. I believe that this should be a bit better. Let me know. And we're back. This is actually getting quite well. Audio is a little bit high in the demo desk. Yeah, much better. It just said. Okay, cool. So I think that we've dialed that in. So the demo desk is good. The picture is good. You can see everything that you want. Let's go with that for the audio level. Sweet. All right. So that was the demo desk. It was of course, in preparation of the changes coming at the end of this week. Of course, next week we will be back with a still regular live stream. So let me know what you want me to talk about. If you have any ideas that you want me to talk about, let's make it a People's Choice video. The week after, I believe, on top of my head, it's already IBC 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, absolutely. The week after that is IBC 2023. Of course, that will be a different show altogether. I don't even know if I'm going to be live at that particular day, but I will definitely have a video about IBC and maybe roaming around a little bit. I hope that I have enough time to show you something that is really cool. So that will happen for IBC 2023 in 2 weeks from now. And then after that, we will start with the live shows being a little bit different. And I will also have at least one video this month. And starting next month, it's going to be 2 videos a month. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this video on Facebook, please know that live shows will continue to be on Facebook and on YouTube, but the pre-recorded videos will only be on YouTube. So if you are watching this and you want to be part of that community, come to YouTube. I'm on YouTube free. Oh, wait a sec. Anyone else seeing ads during the live stream? Oh, did I switch that on? Okay. Let me know how that works. Is that something that is popping up, or does it do anything else? Let me know, Stanley, how that works. I will see if I can fix it. Neil said it, but it's still kind of loud. I hope that this is at least better. We'll figure it out. I can also make it. Okay. Let's see. Next time it will be a bit better, I believe. I will not touch that. I'll see next week how it sounds. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. It's a short live stream, of course. I understand that. Again, really appreciate you for taking the time. Next week we'll be back, same time, same channel, and have a fantastic Saturday. And I hope to see you very, very soon. And why is this not doing what I wanted it to do? Oh yeah. Now, all right. Well, that was professional. See you around. Bye bye.